People love to say that Disney ruined Star Wars, but in reality, they've given us some of the best Star Wars moments that we have ever gotten. Here are my top 5 Star Wars moments from the Disney era. And make sure you hit that follow button for all Star Wars content. A rematch that we waited over 15 years to see, and it only lasted a few seconds. However, it said more than most full-blown duels. Obi-Wan at the last second changes his iconic stance to mimic Qui-Gon's. Maul takes the bait and tries to use the exact same move he used on Qui-Gon by hitting Obi-Wan in the head with his lightsaber. Obi-Wan predicts this and ends the duel swiftly and precisely. It's swift and elegant, and the last exchange between Obi-Wan and Maul is beautiful and tragic. Hayden Christensen's return as Anakin was absolutely brilliant, and I really wasn't ready for it. From Clone Wars flashbacks to switching between Anakin and Vader, this was emotional closure not just for Ahsoka, but for us as fans. Being a huge prequels fan, this was so rewarding seeing Hayden getting his flowers during this series. The first Star Wars spin-off film in Rogue One was absolutely brilliant, and this scene here was the icing on the cake. Seeing Vader not just as a villain but an absolute force of nature was terrifying, brilliant, and beautiful. This was a perfect bridge between the prequels and original trilogy and showcased just how cutthroat Vader was. After the disappointment of the sequel trilogy, this felt like the biggest reward for being a decade-long Star Wars fan. Seeing Grandmaster Luke at the height of his power, cutting through droids with ease, destroying with the Force like they were nothing, was absolutely incredible, and it was one of the most emotional moments of my life. Between Luke, the score, and the ending with Grogu, this is probably the best Star Wars live action that we have got to date. And finally, this isn't just good for Star Wars animation, this is the best Star Wars that we have ever gotten, period. Between the Siege of Mandalore and the final unfolding moments of Order 66, these last 4 episodes of the Clone Wars are absolute perfection. Bringing back Ray Park for this fight alone for motion capture was absolutely brilliant, and the whole series felt like such a good send-off for prequel-era Star Wars. Dave Filoni really proved why he deserves the keys to Star Wars, and it looks like he probably is going to be doing so. Final shot with Vader in the snow was so beautifully done and poetic that I'm happy if we don't see any more prequel-era in the future, which I never thought I'd say. Did I miss anything? Let me know, drop a comment, and follow for more Star Wars content.